What's up everybody, welcome to another episode of Viking in the Jungle. I'm Eric, the Viking, and this is the jungle. Let's get started. Now this episode needs a little bit more of an explanation because everything that could go wrong with my camera during shooting went wrong. And when I came home to be checking out all the footage and to be editing it, I realized that my microphone died and that my microphone was broken. I need to get a new microphone, hence all the footage was broken. I couldn't use it. So what I'm now going to be doing is I'm going to walk you through what I've seen on Karine's project, which is what this episode is all about. And I'm still going to show you the footage because it's beautiful and I don't want to lose the footage. I want to show you, and this is part of the journey of Viking in the Jungle. It's very important because for reasons that you'll find out in this video. So without further ado, let's check Karine's project. Carine is a woman that lives here in the Dominican Republic, and she's originally, I think, from Belgium. She's done all kinds of work all over the world, and she ended up here in the Dominican Republic because her dad bought a huge piece of land. And I met her on one of the most epic parties that I've had here on the island. I met her during a beach cleanup. She organized that beach cleanup, and it was basically a festival with about 100 people on the beach here in the Dominican Republic. But before we were celebrating, before we were dancing, we cleaned up about 4 kilometers of beach, which I wanted to share this with you because I think this is the way that festivals and parties on islands like this should happen every single time, so that you can clean up the beach first and then go have the party. Anyway, that's where I met Carine, and we got to chat. That's where I told her that one of my missions here on the island is to be developing my land in a permaculture way, permaculture style. And naturally, she explained that she had a piece of land as well. So she invited me to go to her land, and naive as I was, I didn't ask her any questions. The next week I went to her farm, and what I thought would be a piece of land that would be just as big as mine, about 9,000 square meters or something like that, turned out to be a huge project. Turns out to be about 200,000 square meters, and she actually has a team and she actually works on creating an eco-village. So my expectations were blown away. And then she showed me her garden. Check this out. Glad to see that this is the type of garden that you could be creating for within 1.5 years. But they did have a secret weapon, and the secret weapon is called Jose. Jose is one of the most passionate farmers I've ever met in my entire life, and I really hope that the caretaker that will be on my land, that will help me with growing my plants, will have as much of a passion as Jose. Jose literally hugs his plants. He showed me around with so much passion. He was so proud of his tomatoes. He was so proud of his spinach. He was so proud of everything that he was growing there. We got pumpkins, he got basil, he got all kinds of different things he was growing there, and every single thing he showed with so much passion. So I fell in love with Jose, and I've actually been going back to the farm so that I could support Jose, give him some money, and get the vegetables that he is growing from the yard, which feels incredible. So that showed me that there are Dominican people here that know so much about farming. They've done it their entire lives, and they're so passionate about it, and they are the absolute answer to making sure your land is constantly taken care of even while you're gone. And so that's one of the solutions that I will have for my land for the times that I will be back in the Netherlands. And I already know some people that are around the area that are around my land that would want to take care of the land. So yeah, I was happy to be seeing that, and we just had boatloads of fun on that farm.
Having a small meal over here.
That was disgusting.
No?
That's
Give me it
amazing.
back.
No, it's amazing. It's mine.
It's good. It's not as hot as I thought.
No? That's what she said.
There we go.
Eat it. Eat it. Whoa, that's a big bite of tomato.
You need more. Wait for it. It's coming.
Amazing. It's like a salad in my mouth.
But it doesn't stop there. No, 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 no. This is only just the beginning, because they shared their idea about their project called Maisha, and which is basically that eco village that I was telling you about. And George showed me that they actually hired a Dutch permaculture designer that designed together with an architect, designed the houses, designed the entire ecosystem that these houses would be living in, these people would be living in. And George showed those plans in a perfectly well put together document, like printed out book with beautiful pictures, beautiful designs, and I could really see that these people put a lot of effort in figuring out how to live together with nature. And it just warms my heart that there are people out there that put so much effort and energy into finding out how we can together collectively live with nature instead of against nature.
We came here and we're like, okay, we contacted a friend of ours, which is an architect, and we're like, okay, let's build 10 houses with a little gazebo and a little swimming pool, and let's call it eco-friendly, right? Because at the time we weren't in that. So then we had the plans, we had everything ready, and then we come here and we realize that that's not permaculture, that's not eco, you know? Like everybody can use the word eco, like there's eco-petroleum and stuff like that. So we're like, okay, let's take a step back. So we stopped everything, we took a step back, we're staying for a year, for a full year, and then that's how we contacted our permaculture design. So he came over, we took classes with him, we did workshops with him. Karin took an online course on permaculture. So slowly we like start developing. So like we took a full year just seeing the land and analyze the land and the sun and the wind and the water and the soil, everything like for a full year. And that's how we came to this. This is at this best, like it's everything. Yeah. Thought of everything, like everywhere in the country. When it rains, especially the huge rains, it's like it's filling up with water. But we're like, this is not something you don't want, you know. You can work on it and make it at your favor. So we made ponds out of it. We're gonna have small animals around, like little ducks and chickens, and it's beautiful. Have on the roof of the houses, you capture the rainwater that goes around the house and goes straight into a big tank. When this tank gets full, then it goes right into the ponds. So basically you keep the water flowing all the time.
Now that all sounds great, right? Looks great, sounds great, must be great, must be all. But no, people, there's more. There's way more. Because what you've now seen is about maybe 1/5 of the land that they have over there, and this is very close to Cabarete, so it's a perfect place. It's a perfect location. It's close to the ocean, and so I got excited about this project. And then they told me that there is a huge piece of land that is across the street from Maisha, across the street from the garden, which they basically divided in multiple plots of land that are still for sale. And now this is not a sales pitch for the piece of land, but it is to show that there are many projects that are happening here around the island that are still in development, and everyone is having their own vision, everyone's having their own ideas, but all of them that I've seen thus far, many of them are with nature in mind, many of them are with permaculture in mind, and community in mind, and that's something that I'm excited about. And that's where George also showed us basically the first building that was built on their land.
Por ejemplo, cada tabla se utilizan 3 clavos, pero para una pared tú necesitas varios bloques, necesitas arena, necesitas cemento, después necesitas pañete. Son tantos pasos que el dinero se te va de la mano. Pero cuando es en madera tú dices tanto en madera y ya.
Yeah, so basically it's like when you build in wood, it's like, you know, like for piece, for example, you would put like 3 or 4 nails, you know. But if it's blocks, then you need
The rebar.
The rebar. You
Yeah.
need the sand. You need cement. You need this.
And when we checked out this building that was being built on the land, I realized that it was built by Damien, the one and only Damien. That was in, I think it's episode 3, the guy that I built the deck with. He was building his house right there, so I got to meet him again and talk about the house that he was creating. And that's also where he confirmed one of the ideas that I've had. My idea is that I want to grow trees. I don't want to cut them down. And that combined with the idea that I hate plastic and I hate having plastic all around the island. There's so much plastic on the beach, and doing the beach cleanup also made me realize that there's something that we need to do with this trash. So I did some digging and I did some researching, and I learned a whole lot about some initiatives that have already been taken to be recycling plastic. And one of those things is that there is a company in Santo Domingo, the capital city of Dominican Republic, that does the recycling of plastic and can build all kinds of houses from it. Everything that you build from wood, you could create from recycled plastic, or so they say. So anytime soon, I'm planning on going to the to that factory to be seeing how they make it, what they're doing, and also what the price is, so that maybe, just maybe, I don't have to build with so much wood on my land, and also not so much concrete on my land, and I could actually use a lot of recycled plastic to be building a house. It's a new idea, new concept, but this came from the visit that I had on Karine's land, because Damien told me that in order to keep the wood good, in order to keep the wood fresh and to maintain the wood, you need to make sure that the insects don't start biting on it and the termites don't get into your wood. And one way that the way you can do that is by spraying it every 6 months. And if there's something that I'm not looking forward to, is to be spraying that stuff every 6 months. So I'd like to see something that is a little bit more maintenance free and stays good for a longer time. So this is an exciting idea that came from it. So there you have it. This is a little bit of a summary of what I've experienced with Carine and with the project that she's doing with her team. And it inspired me in a whole lot of ways. First of all, it made me realize that I need to get someone as passionate about maintaining a garden as Jose. That man is incredible. I really like him, and he's there consistently every single day. He just loves his work so much, and that just makes me passionate as well. So first of all, I need a Jose. Second of all, it warms my heart that there are people out here that have the exact same ideas of what I want to be creating as well, that wants to bring people back to nature, that wants to show the world that it's possible to be living with nature instead of against nature. And it's beautiful to me to see that there are these projects that are happening already. And so making a change, for example, with cleaning up the beaches and cleaning up nature from plastic, doesn't have to start with you doing it all on your own. It's very important to be finding community, finding people around you that have the exact same ideas and want to strive to the same goals as you. And if everyone has their own projects, everyone can help each other get to the goal. And that's how I think collectively we can reach to the goals of having a cleaner planet, the goals of teaching other people that it's possible to be living with nature, and made them realize how beautiful nature actually is, because I think that we've kind of dabbled off of that. So it's been very, very beautiful. I hope that I get to see the land many, many more times, and I get to see the development as well. Yeah, stay tuned. I don't think I have any links of Carine, but stay tuned, because I'll definitely stay in contact with her, and I'll show you the development of the project as well. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching Viking in the Jungle. If you like this episode, you know exactly what to do. And I hope you will enjoy your day, and I will see you in the next episode. See ya!